This is life after high school. Ooh, I'm going hard. Ooh, yeah, every day, yo. I'm super duper grateful.
Do it, son.
Hit it up, dude. Boom.
Boom!
We're here.
This episode is brought to you by Ink Apparel. Woo!
My dude, thank you for having me in your house, in your home studio. I appreciate your time and your energy.
Oh.
I feel it, guys. It's a different vibe you feel in the room. Like it's uplifting.
Whoa!
That's it right there. Dude, what the fuck's going on?
Let me bust a squat, you know. I'm feeling so good I have to squat, you know. How you doing, man? How's your day going?
Man, it's good, man. Yeah, it was weird. It was cool, like, seeing you in the sauna. I was like, man, like, you know my boys. And you're like, oh, shit. I fucking didn't even know. I should have mentioned Reese. We were talking about you, like, the last day of, before we left. We were in Starbucks, and he's like, dude, I'm on an album.
I'm on an album?
I'm like, oh, you're on an album, man? And he's like, I'm like, who's, like, who? And he's like, man, I'm on World Peace's album, man. Kyan set me up. I'm like, oh, that's right, man. He's like, yeah, you should listen to it, and I'll link you. He didn't link me.
You didn't link you, man. It's fire. You guys gotta check it out. It's called The Nice List. World Peace, N-O-double-G, Reese the Bees. Google that up. Search it on Spotify, Apple Music. Banger, man. Banger, bro. That beat. Oh. Yeah, man, it's crazy, nice. Bro. Sudbury's such a small city, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I find is cool with, like, people with you who are able to, we'll start off this way then, how, like, your personal branding is off the charts. Like, everybody knows who you are, dude. Everybody. Like, fuck it, like you were saying, 35-year-old men and shit are like, yo, Kyan, and you're like, who the fuck are you, man? I've never seen anyone who looks like you before.
It's trippy, but it's cool at the same time, and I've been posting lots of videos for, like, years, bro.
Yeah. Years,
man. Like, I started 2015 when I first started rapping. I started posting freestyle videos immediately. This was the mindset. And you guys are here right now, so you guys witnessed it, right? If you've been here watching me making these videos, you know, in 2015, I was like, I'm gonna start recording these videos. Maybe Snoop Dogg will see my videos and I'll blow up. That's one thought process. Nice. Another one, I'm gonna get better and better and better, and if I just keep making videos, these videos are gonna be sick.
Yeah.
So I made so many videos, and I just kept making them, right? Those were my main thought processes when I first started. I wasn't even talking about world peace. If you go on, I think it's Kyan Lautenschlager on YouTube.
Yeah.
I did delete a few of them where I was cussing, because I don't like that to be out there. I was cussing. When I first started, I was like, yeah, cursing, you know? But I deleted those, and back then I had those two thought patterns that I'm going to put this out, you know? It's gonna just snowball effect, right? And I still believe it, you know? It's just, what happened was, it switched up and I caught this world peace thing. I was like, damn, that's a good idea. That's what we need as a human race. I'm just gonna promote world peace in music, since I like music and world peace is what we need.
Yeah. And
it just sort of happens that I'm the conduit, so people recognize me, but I really like it because people say, yo, world peace. So if you're in a public place, someone just yelled out, world peace. Sometimes I'll go somewhere and I hear in the corner, world peace, so I yell, world peace, and then a bunch, you know, someone yells, bro, there's people yelling world peace, and I love it, man. I love it, bro. It's sweet, man.
That's electric, man.
You know, like that's what it is, you know what I mean? It's the vibe. Yeah, it's the vibe, man. It's like happiness and joy, and people are like, world peace, you know, because it's what we need, you know? So, like, the personal brand of it, I guess people do know who I am here in Sudbury, and I don't know anyone who has me on social media, but it's more so the world peace, you know? Right. And when I say the world peace, I don't know why I say that, but it's more so inner peace, you know? Because everyone needs to be content, and everyone needs to accept how they feel and embrace their emotions and not let it overtake them and suck them in.
Right.
So lots of things can be attributed to your mind spinning out of control and getting you going. You're like, oh my God, now I gotta deal with this, and you're stressing about it all day long. Yeah. But you can just clear the mind and live in the present moment. Like you said about going to this Blue Mountain resort, where you took the hot sauna, and then you took the cold shower, and you went back and forth, and after you said you felt your anxiety lift.
Yeah, anxiety was lifted. Yeah.
If you meditate, you can lift your own anxiety. I didn't say that in there because I didn't really realize I knew you, but like I didn't want to just say that to you, you know. And when there's other people, just be like, "Yo, man, you can just meditate," but you can, bro. Yeah. You can just meditate. That's what happened to me, man. I read a book. Oh, where is it?
What's the name of it?
It's called The Power of the Now. Yo, may I go grab it real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Bro, it's just in the other room on my bookshelf, man.
All right.
I'll be right back, man. I'll be right back.
Awesome.
Bro, this book, I'm going to read a couple parts from it. I'm going to grab
right.
2 books. To be honest, man, I've never done this before, but I'm going to do it right now just for you guys. Just for you.
Everybody watching and listening, this is the most energetic first 5 minutes of any podcast of the 27 I've previously recorded. I think this will be, I think we're at a good place right now. I have one of my questions half answered, and I'm excited to hear what he has to say, because I've heard about this book from different sources, but I've never looked enough into it to read passages, and I think the way he's going to project the information in this book will be super beneficial for everybody. So,
well,
hopefully he finds it.
The thing with this book that just happened, what just happened with this book is I don't have it, I only have the other book. It's called A New Earth. Same author. The gist of it, the power, it's either, wait, I'll read it off the back. I must say what the name is. The Power of Now is the book. Yeah. It basically says, not base, this is the most basic
sum it up.
Sum of the book. Watch your mind all the time, right? Always be aware of your own thoughts.
Okay.
Always.
Don't just be thinking, be aware of what you're thinking.
Be aware of what you're thinking and watch them. Be there. Just be the observer. Step back from the mind.
Right.
Because you're not the mind. The mind's just a tool you have. The mind could be this mug. Yeah. Mug's not a good example, though. The mind could be a laptop, right?
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes you might have a negative virus going sporadically on your mind laptop, going up there. Watch the mind. Watch it. If you want to stop this virus, you have to at least watch it. You have to be aware of this mind.
Right,
you know?
if you just dismiss it, then it's not.
It's just good. You didn't fix nothing. It's still there. It's tripping out, right? So you got to watch it first. And if you want to reprogram your mind, you can consciously put in positive thoughts. Mm-hmm. That's what I did. That's basically what this book, The Power of Now, taught me. Is to watch the mind, and you have the power. You can control your mind, and you're not the mind. So step back. I only read maybe 40 pages of the book, and I closed it. I was like, I'm gonna go live my life, you know. I started rapping, I started posting the videos, you know. I'm living my best life, you know. And then this book goes so much deeper, man. May I read just like anything?
Dude, you man. It's your time, your episode.
Let me get it. This one, oh my god, this is pretty.
I love it. Let's go.
It's called Dense Pain Bodies.
Okay.
Some people carry dense pain bodies that are never completely dormant. They may be smiling and making polite conversation, but you do not need to be psychic to sense. Whoa!
Yeah.
You do not need to be psychic to sense that seething ball of unhappiness. Ooh, that seething ball of unhappy emotion in them, just underneath the surface, waiting for the next event to react to, the next person to blame or confront, the next thing to be unhappy about. Their pain bodies can never get enough, are always hungry. They magnify the ego's need for enemies. I just picked a random page, but to me, it's basically...
Yeah, sum it up.
It's basically saying that inside of you, there's something that enjoys confrontation. It's for some reason it does. It enjoys the confrontation. It enjoys that unhappiness that's inside of you. So what I'm getting to is that since there's something in you that likes it, right? It finds comfort. So say your whole life you've been feeling this. It's a regular occurrence, right? You sort of you find it comforting because that's what you know, right? But you really don't want you really don't want to be living in this state of unhappiness or a state of depression or a state of anxiety.
Yeah, nobody does.
But it's a comfort. It's like comfort food to you because that's you. That's what you are. You know. That's what you believe. But you're not. It's not who you are. It's just the mind. It's just patterns that are in your mind and patterns that are in your body emotionally. It's not who you are.
Yeah. So you're saying then, right? You have to step back, and now you're aware of that. You're seeking that comfort food for your mind.
Yeah, you gotta be aware that something in you wants it.
Yeah.
Something in you wants to feel that.
And now, is that why a lot of people don't typically reach their full potential? Because they're not aware of how to tap into it?
Ooh. Well, I find we as a human race are evolving right now because when I first read these books in 2015 and then I read this one in 2016, immediately I was like, we all have to meditate.
Yeah.
Not all of us, but like maybe all of us need to meditate, or at least be aware of the mind and control the mind. Like the word meditation seems like a big, huge thing, like it's the most complicated thing ever.
Yeah.
But
it's just being aware of
if
thoughts.
we can all be aware of our thoughts and control our thoughts and not take the random ones personally that pop up, because say you and I hang out all the time.
Right.
I will start having a few patterns from you, and you'll start having a few patterns from me.
Yes.
So those patterns aren't who you are. They're just patterns that pop up in your head. It's just like when you go on, Windows Explorer, right? And you click into the search bar on the top and you write www.g. I bet you Google pops up because it's a pattern. It knows you go to Google all the time, right? So if I'm hanging out with you and you're always nagging about stuff, this mind might catch on to that pattern. But if you're aware, if you let's say this hat.
I love it.
What's the brand? What's the brand on this hat?
Ink Apparel.
Ink Apparel. This Ink Apparel hat, right, is the mind. You step back from the mind. Say the mind has caught some of your patterns, and it's, let's say, I'm just using you as an example because there's only one other person in the room.
Right.
It's stressing out about anything. Doesn't matter. Homework.
It's a pretty state.
It's stressing about homework.
Yeah.
I don't have homework. Why is my mind stressed? First of all, that's a perfect example, because some people stress about completely random things that doesn't even relate to them. It's just just ingrained in their head. But let's say an example would be more accurate. It would be something like stressing about your fitness.
Yeah. Okay.
Stressing all day about it's a perfect example because you can change your fitness.
Yeah.
That's something you can make the difference. So by you stressing out about it, me adapting your habit of stressing out about fitness, let's say he's in good fitness, he ain't stressing. By stepping back from the mind and not letting it suck me in. Because if you're not watching your mind, it can easily suck you in, and now you believe that you are the mind, and you believe you are all the stresses and all of the thoughts of the mind. But when you step back, you just see, okay, this mind of mine, this tool that I have, this computer, is stressing about my fitness. Oh, I'm out of shape. I wish I could lose this 5 pounds.
Well,
oh my god,
I wish I could look like that.
Yeah, I wish. Oh my god, I wish. I made a song about that back in the day. It was you don't have to follow the expectations. You don't need to follow the trends. The models in the magazines is fake, man. But like, you step back from that mind, right? You can see it pop up. Oh, gotta get healthy. You know what I mean?
Right, it's a trend, the fitness trend.
It's fitness trend. It's spiraling out, and if you're not aware, and you find comfort in the mind thinking all day, and you find comfort in the stress and the wasted energy of the mind spinning, you get used to that, and you just let it spin, and then you start just stressing about it, and that stress,
right, and they have negative repercussions.
It's wasting your energy too, man. Like, people ask me all the time, how do I have so much energy? It's like, I don't waste my time stressing about nothing. I'm not sitting there like, your mind needs energy.
This guy 2 weeks ago said this to me. What was the name again? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter one single bit. Okay. That doesn't even come. That is gone for me. I don't even. Holy man.
Because I'm sure it's probably, and I mean this in like a observant way. I'm sure, because we were talking about before we hit record, right, today. You're like, you've long hair, you're a tall guy, you're a big guy, you got, vibrant character, right? Obviously people are going to see you.
World peace, baby. Woo.
Like, obviously people are going to see you, right? Yeah. So they're going to be like, who is this character? And they people can throw comments. It's way too easy. It's too easy to be negative.
Yeah, but the thing with that, it's like, it doesn't really matter. It's just thoughts. Like, this book taught me.
It seems like it did too.
The hugest thing ever, man.
You read it in 2015 and 16?
I read this one in 16 and then again last year.
Right.
And the other one I read 40 pages of in 2015 and then I read it last year.
Okay, nice.
But it explains that all the words of your mind. So like, this is a very it's a very vast topic because
100%.
Because we didn't learn it in school, I had to learn it through this book and through watching my own mind and seeing the patterns and catching it.
Living it.
It's being right here in the now, and the power of now. But the mind though, this mind right here, Ink Apparel hat is the mind for this. So whenever I point to this Ink Apparel hat, Ink Apparel hat, Ink Apparel hat, the Ink Apparel hat is the mind. For instance, I'm gonna flip it over Because you know, you put names in a hat and you pick out names. It could be the mind. You pick out, you know what I mean? The mind could be picking out random thoughts.
Yeah.
If you're not controlling the mind and the mind's just spinning all day, the mind is basically just picking out random thoughts. And now, okay, this thought, what was the one you said? This guy? Oh my God, the guy said something to my wife.
Yeah.
He was on the side of the road. I was driving. You could, you know, the mind could spin that out of control.
Yeah.
But beyond that, all those thoughts in the mind, right, in this ink apparel hat, are just man-made words. You follow me?
Yeah. Man-made words.
Okay, let's start it here. Whoa! What just happened? Oh, man, it must be aliens.
Okay. This is so much fun.
Perfect. Man-made words.
Yeah.
Perfect. How can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah, baby.
Hallelujah, baby. Okay. Man-made words in the ink apparel hat, right?
Right.
All the words in this book, man-made. Every word we speak, man-made.
Right.
When the mind is sitting there thinking,
Okay.
judging life, right?
100%.
This guy on the corner of the road said something to my wife. That's all judgment. You're basically judging that he's a man, first of all. But beyond that, you're labeling, I'm using the word creature, just because I don't know another word to use, right?
Right.
I'm basically saying that this sentence,
Okay.
I'm basically saying, okay, let me just quickly take a deep breath. Can you take a deep breath with me? Can you take a deep breath
I'll
with
take
me?
it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The sentence of this man on the side of the road said something to my wife. I changed the sentence, doesn't matter. It's the purpose.
Yeah.
It's the premise.
Premise.
It's
Okay,
the premise.
yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
the premise.
Yeah.
So, all these words right here are labeling the situation, but in reality, the situation just is, right?
Right.
And these words like guy, street, they're just a few letters labeling something that exists in the infinite of life.
Okay.
So like you right there, Glenn, 4 letters.
Right.
But you're way more than 4 letters, you know, you're infinite. Even the word infinite
Is infinite.
That's what I'm saying. So the word infinite is even faulty because like it's a man-made word labeling everything and beyond. So even infinity and beyond, it's like that's the closest thing.
Ends, yeah.
When people ask like what's life, it's like infinity and beyond is the closest thing you could even really say, but it's not. It's beyond the mind. So what I'm saying is when I say beyond the mind, you follow me?
Yeah.
Beyond the mind, right? The mind is what's stressing about stuff. Anything. Oh, my coffee. I didn't make it strong enough to the guy talking to my girl or the gym situation or your homework. It's all man-made words labeling life with this mind of yours.
Okay.
This tool you have.
Right.
But you're just the awareness. You're just watching it.
Right, you're observing.
You're just observing this mind sometimes wiling out, thinking about different stuff.
Like, fuck, I'm stressing out about my homework. Yeah.
But if you're always watching the mind, you can catch the stress immediately and just clear the mind.
Okay.
And not take it personally because it ain't who you are. It's just thoughts, it's just man-made thoughts of the mind that pop up.
Judgment thoughts made by somebody else.
Oh, there's some stuff, you know what I mean? And what I did was I reprogrammed the mind and I put positive thoughts in it. What I did was stuff I read in this book, I don't know where the sheets are, I lost them at one point, but I wrote maybe like probably 10 sheets of paper in huge writing. When I was reading the book, you know, I blew through it in, you know, a couple days, right? Because it's such a good book. You don't want to
read
read
it out loud or do you read like in your head?
In my head.
Yeah? Okay.
I should read out loud to get my reading skills up, you know, like in elementary school, you know? But I'm writing down key points.
Yeah.
Basically,
absolutely. Dude, I highlight books. 100%.
I would write them, huge writing, like jot it down, and then every morning I would read that. 10, 15 pages of stuff I read out of this book every morning, and I drilled it in my head. And I didn't even really consciously do it, it just happened. I was just so mind blown by what I read in this book, and whenever I would read it, I would just be in awe. I'd be like, oh my God, this is just so true. That all the words in your head are labeling this beyond infinity life. I need to take another deep breath. Can you take one with me?
I fucking need
Can you take one with me?
I think they do.
The words are labeling this life. But it really just is. And one thing in this book that really blew my mind, this is when I really cleared the mind.
Yeah.
It said, look at a pen. Here, let's do this right now. I've never done it with anybody.
That makes me nervous. All right.
It's just because it's the patience factor. Like, you never know if someone's willing to have the patience, but obviously you do, because we're doing a podcast right now. We have unlimited time to do this. So doing a 5-minute thing or a 1-minute thing or whatever ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
That's
you know what I'm saying, man?
That's it, dude.
So what it was basically, I'm gonna start it off with. You guys do this with me too. Go grab a pen. Go grab a pen off your shelf or anything. Grab a cup, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's just a made up word. You know what? All that matters is something that you can focus on.
Right.
Something simple that you can focus on. But before we start, let's take a deep breath. And let's just keep breathing. Be aware of the air coming in and out of our bodies. And every breath, let's relax. Clear the mind. Relax your body, relax your shoulders, your stomach. Oh. Okay, now stare at this pen with a clear mind. Don't judge the pen. Get the word pen out of your head or whatever you're looking at. Just stare. You could stare at a point on a wall, but don't think about it. Just observe that. Just stare right at it. And just stare at it for literally a while. We're gonna do this for at least a minute. Just stare at this. Don't think about it, just stare at it. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Clear the mind. Clear the mind. Focus. Keep breathing. Okay, now slowly look up and look around. Keep the mind clear.
Fucking it.
And what that did was what it just did.
Just relax the mind.
Relax the mind and focus on literally nothing. It's a pen. It's the premise of just focusing and keeping the mind clear. And then when you look away, don't have that fog of judgment over everything. Mm-hmm. Before I did this, I would judge everything. You know, the mind would always be spinning. You walk in a room, you immediately think, oh, paint's orange, cool lights, oh, nice windows, nice wood, oh, carpet on the floor. Yeah. Immediately. Until I did this and I realized, oh my God, you can just stop thinking and it's amazing. Yeah. Everything is so beautiful. From a pen, it's just, it's a work of art. This book. This ink apparel hot. You know what I mean? Everything just is, and it's amazing that we exist.
Yeah.
Beyond the thoughts in this ink apparel mind, we exist. Yeah. Beyond the mind, we exist. We're here. The mind's just labeling it, fogging up your vision. So when you clear the mind, you can actually see what you're seeing, which is life. You can actually experience life, which there's no difference from life, from what you are, from what I am, from everything. Mm-hmm. We're all one. Let's do this one more thing.
Let's do it.
One more thing. Okay.
I can do it, man.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna move here.
Okay.
So I can. First, I'm gonna shake my booty. That's for you ladies out there. Okay, let's close your eyes. And let's keep breathing. Clear the mind. Relax your body with every breath. feel more and more relaxed. Now let's go out of our body and look down on ourselves. Keep your mind clear. Look down on yourself right now. Look down on your avatar. Now zoom out to the room you're in. Zoom out to the building you're in. Zoom out to the city you're in. Zoom out to the country you're in. And zoom to the world. Now see the world spinning in front of you. See the world spinning. Put it on your fingertip. Spin the world on your fingertip. Everyone on earth is here right now. Now, see the sun in the corner of your eye? Go to the sun. Become the sun. You are the sun. Now zoom out to the whole galaxy. And with every breath you breathe, feel the galaxy breathe with you. Now zoom back into your body. We're just here.
We're out here.
We're just here right now, and everyone's here.
So with that, do you find you're that good now where that's where you're... I want to get into something though. Personal branding, similar, but what advice do you have for people who are maybe afraid to... Because it doesn't seem from an outsider's perspective on you that you give much of a crap about what other people think.
No, I don't, because it's just thoughts in the mind, and it doesn't matter. It's
labeling
which is what
life.
Clear the mind.
And what you've been saying, that's the advice.
Clear the mind. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be comfortable in your own skin. You got to accept that this is the avatar that you can sort of control. Yeah. The mind you can sort of control, but both things, some things could sporadically happen. You can't take those personally. Mm-hmm. You, everybody has the same thing. So I can't, if I ain't taken my own body, my own emotions, my own mind personally, why would I take yours personally? You know what I mean? You're dealing with your own shit. You're living your own life. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take you personally because you comment, on my stuff, or you send me a Snapchat saying, you know what I mean? Or I'm not taking that personally. I'm not taking my own thoughts personally. It doesn't, they're just made up, man-made words, you know what I mean? Labeling life in a pattern form. Think about this, just patterns in your head. Oh,
positive.
That guy right there. Perfect example. You right there. Look at this gentleman. He's got a nice beard, nice hairdo, sexy man, Ladies have the pattern, oh my God, I'm going to go get with this guy. He's going to, impregnate me and have a baby. Some ladies have that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just an example, you know what I mean? But
accurate.
It's just he's like, accurate.
You do it the time.
But you know what I mean?
It says you though, man. Look at the locks. Look at the locks full of that shit.
But you know what I mean though? It's just patterns in the mind. So once you stop taking your own mental patterns seriously, you don't take them personally. It's like there's just man-made thoughts that pop up. You can put your own patterns in, but lots of them are from other people, like your family and friends, right? If you hang around them too much, like I notice so much. Like I catch myself thinking, like my dad would say. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like obviously that don't matter. When you doubt yourself, like why would you really doubt yourself?
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself. Just do it. Clear the mind and just do it.
So with that, then, would you consider that to be a part of your artistry? And like, how much time a day do you dedicate to your craft? We'll get into the music side of the show.
Time in a day, well, 24/7. Not gonna lie.
Nice.
Like, obviously you gotta sleep, but...
Yeah, sleepy.
What do you mean by the craft? Like, the music creation? Because you have to... I have to share it on Snapchat.
Yes.
Does that count? Does that count in there, or just the creation?
Because you obviously don't just throw shit up. Like, there's a method to it, right?
There is, but there ain't at the same time.
That's it. That might be your method, though.
Like, my method is basically... When I started, just post, and then I heard about Gary Vee and he said post lots, so I started, I'm like, alright man, I'll try it, bro. Might as well try. This guy's got 1 million followers. Who is he? He ain't nobody. He's just a guy telling you to post lots of stuff and benefit people. So I just post a lot of positive, happy content as much as possible,
it's all
right?
good shit, man.
So the artistry though, It basically started. May I tell you how it started, man?
Fucking go for it.
Or is that one of your questions?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
It's right here.
Oh, sick.
Dude, I got shit, man. I got shit like covered.
Okay, so it started. I read The Power of Now.
Right.
Started living in the moment. I went to a party a week later. How the book came into my life was I watched a YouTube video saying how to get rich in 30 days. What? So I clicked on it. You done know, man.
Yeah.
It said don't use your screens after 6 p.m. for 1 month. I was like, damn, that's so easy and I'll be rich by the end of that month. So I stopped using screens after 6. Halfway through the month, I stopped full out. I would just never use it because I'd work during the day. It's just I'd leave my phone at home for 2-3 days, never even use it. But at night, I started reading. I just picked the books off my dad's shelf, Power of the Now. Started flipping through it, read 40 pages. I'm like, I'm gonna go live my life. Went to a party about a week after I read the book, and they were rapping, right? And they were like, hey, what's up? I'm feeling all right. Yo, Kyan, come on, hop on the mic. And I was like, oh, I got the sickest flow.
Yeah.
My best friend is Mo. Oh, and I got the first rhyme I spit. I remember that, and I was just like pumped because as a kid, I always wrote lyrics. I always wrote bars, but it was different. It was always like negative stuff, or about I'm the best and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna kill you, man. Like rappers, you know what I mean? Like some Eminem, because Eminem was like my, he's my favorite back in the day until he got clean, basically.
Yeah.
Then his style changed. He just became such a machine, and I don't really dig it anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whoa! Hey! So I started rapping.
Yeah. Fucking A, dude. I love it.
I started rapping,
that's hilarious.
and all that really happened was that process of I'm gonna start posting videos. So I record on it, my laptop computer, the same one I've been recording off of. With the one with no battery, overheats, bro. I've been using that same thing since I started, right? And I started posting videos. And then my buddy Ocean Trudeau, shout out Ocean Trudeau, he's actually a sick rapper. He lives down the street, He said, Kyan, you should get a microphone that looks more professional. It doesn't even have to work. It just looks more professional in your videos. So I went and bought a $600 mic, you know what I'm saying? And I started recording, obviously, because I'm not going to buy a mic and not, you know what I mean? Like,
it makes sense. You're not going to use it?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to buy it to use it.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it. So I went, I think I worked in the movie industry that summer, so I got, it was a sick run, so I got like $1,000 after like a week or something like that.
How'd you get into that?
That summer it was Rob Perot. He hit me up one day because I was driving and he wasn't, and he basically said, you want to go to North Bay and do a movie? It's 3 12-hour night shifts. You get $14 an hour. I'm like, bet, let's do it, man. You know what I mean? Like, $14 an hour times 3 12 shifts. You know what I mean? That's 36 hours in 3 days. 3 nights. Yeah, so we left at 6 o'clock one day. We took turns sleeping overnight. The next day we slept in the car. The next night we worked, did the same, and then slept, and then we drove back, And what's 12 times 14? 12 times 14 is
144, and then that's 144, and then that's 156, and then 168. Check that. Wait, you said 12 times 14, so what did I say, 168?
12 times 14 is definitely 168.
Dude, it is.
Times
fucking
168 times 3 is 3, 6, 18, 504. There you go. Dude. So I made 504 in those 3 days.
Yeah, that's not
and
bad.
I had another job because that wasn't my only job, so I got another paycheck. I made $1,000 in brief order. Bam, $1,000. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a mic. I went to the store. I'm like, what's your most expensive mic? They're like $600. I'm like, that's it. I'm like, got the mic, got the stuff.
Easy, man.
So I started rapping. I had Bruce was on the show. You should check out his episode. Yeah. I had a couple other buddies. One named Cyrus, and then my brother. He would hop on some bars. He is sick with it, man. My brother, man, is the sickest rapper you'll ever listen to. Man never records, bro. Sickest rapper you'll ever hear. He recorded like 5 songs, His flow is so nuts. But we started off rapping on the microphone, and then after a while, people started. Oh, my cousin R.O.B., man, he would lay some sick bars down back in the day. He stopped doing it as much because he's 26 now. He's you know what I mean? He lives in Ottawa. He's working all the time. But that's how it started out. So I just started making lots of music, and I would always write lots.
Right.
I would write so much. I would go to I would drive my car into where's the neighborhood by Laurentian? Behind Laurentian in those neighborhoods, I would just drive back there to a point where I could see the lake, and I would just park my car,
Nice.
and I would just write page after page after page of lyrics. Like, I have a box this big.
Just with lyric pages.
Just lyrics, man. Like, literally, I stopped writing lyrics like last year. I don't really write lyrics. I'll write lyrics on the spot when I'm making a song, but I don't really write lyrics like unless I'm sitting on in this chair right here about to record, because I just don't feel it. Unless I really feel it, I'll write it on my phone quick. But I usually I'm always freestyling. Like, when I'm living my life, you know, I'm driving, I'll be singing a song, right? So when you say how much you practice, I'm literally always practicing, because ever since I started rapping, I knew that's what I'm here to do, spread a positive message through music, because everyone loves music, everyone's jamming music, there's music everywhere you go, so
everywhere.
I need to have some positive music, you know, for people to listen to. And I noticed, you know, lots of the rap, you know, they're always talking about killing people and stuff, and that's what I used to write about. So I switched it up personally to just positive.
So now, is that where your inspiration for music comes from?
What do you mean?
Where does your inspiration for music come from? Like, would it come through that hearing, like, that world peace moment where everyone, like, when you made that your own brand? Or did it come from just growing up and seeing, like, the way negativity impacts you? Or how'd you come up with that?
With world peace? Or
No, sorry. Where's your inspiration come from for music?
Eminem. When I was a kid, man, when I was, 8 years old, when he dropped Lose Yourself, my buddy, literally, through this backyard, it connects to another backyard. And in that backyard, my buddy had an outlet outside, and he had a stereo, right? And he had Much Vibe 2003 on it. And it was scratched up, so you could only hear the first minute 40 of Lose Yourself. Bro, we knew every word, bro. We're little kids. Lose yourself in the music, the moment you own it. We were rapping that, right? And then in short order, my father bought an MP3 player probably when I was in grade 5 or 6 for Christmas. We got these little MP3 players. They held 112 songs on it. And my dad loaded me up with like Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, Joe Santorini. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah, you know, Ozzy Osbourne. You know,
the
legends, bro. Crazy, like Van Halen. You know, just crazy music.
Incredible.
And then I had a few Eminem songs, and then I figured out how to get on my dad's computer, and I downloaded music, and I had it in like a secret folder hidden on his computer, so I'd have all my rap songs. You know, so I got to the point where I'm on it when he was gone. I go on his computer, man, and I download songs off LimeWire. You know what I mean? And I have them on my MP3 player, right? LimeWire. And bro, that's how I started listening to music like lots. Because then I always have my earbuds, and I literally had my earbuds in from then until I started rapping. And when I started rapping, like, I ain't trying to listen to music all the time because I'm making music all the time. You know what I mean? Like when I'm out, I like to hear life, and listen to the birds, You know what I mean? So that's really what really inspired me musically. But right now, honestly, my biggest musical inspiration would have to be R&B music and classical music.
Nice.
Because classical music, it's always like. So when I'm driving,
right, it's a hard violins.
It's hard violins, and you never know what's coming. It ain't no. Every song on Hot 93 is that
simple. Dude, I actually meant to, that's what I meant. I was thinking about it when I rolled up here. I was thinking, I was like, why don't you call in to the radio stations, like, or have you ever just called in and request a song by yourself?
Let me write that down. I'm gonna write that right now.
I'll send you this clip for sure about this, or like text it to you after, but yeah, I'll definitely like.
Hi, this is Jonathan from John Dark Street. Can I hear the new Cayenne Pepper World Peace Tree Vibes remix, please? Perfect. I got it.
Every fucking day.
Every 20 seconds, bro. Call up.
They do like an on-demand or like.
I'm like, because I know the guy.
They will mention it, right? And like they'll know. They'll be like, oh, this guy, and they're like, what? They're not gonna support a local artist like yourself. Plus, you don't swear.
I don't.
In your music, which we'll get to that. That's incredible, man. Definitely do it.
I will. And I gotta get on.
You're just fucking amazing
anyway. Because Tree Vibes is a banger, and I actually have a song. It's not out yet. It's called Love Parade.
Nice.
My dad's buddy mastered it in California, man. It's crazy, bro.
It's good.
I don't know how to put it out because it's so good.
How long is it?
It's a longer song. It's like a 3-minute song. It's a full song. It's got 2 verses, But man, It's such a good song, man. It's like it's a song. I'm singing on it, man. There ain't no way stop the love parade. Every single day we gotta celebrate. Celebrate, my friends. Let us celebrate. It's a celebration. Oh my god, man. It's a crazy song. I made it one day. I sort of jacked Neo. Yeah. Not jacked him, but I listened to the song. I'm so sick of love songs. Yeah. So tired of tears. I don't remember all the words, but I just like the vibe, right? So I made my song the same tempo. And I think I made the kick. So it was boom, boom. Other than that, I just made my own song.
Dude, release it and either A, have a song release party, or do that and call in after you drop it. Like drop it at like 4 in the afternoon and then call in the radio station and be like, I want to hear World Peace's new record. Boom.
I gotta get a bunch of people to do it.
That's it, man.
I gotta get 50 people to call.
Just put it out. Because A, that'd be unreal if it goes viral. 2, like it could, like fucking 50 people calling in all requesting the same song. What are they gonna say no to 50 people?
Yeah.
Like you bombard the phones anyway, right? Like I've picked up, called, and gotten in right away to request like Can't Hold Us by Macklemore. And then, right? So like imagine 50 people call in and they're like, why the lines? And then they pick up and it's all the same song.
Tree Vibes?
Yeah, like what are they gonna do? Say no?
I feel like Tree Vibes is the one though, because it's already out and I already know people like it. You know what I mean? Nice. I got it played at that event, Conor the Walk's event at the end.
Yes.
And he mixed it so good because it ends up with a chorus and then in the background I'm going boom ta ta boom ta ta boom ta, and then at one point the beat breaks out. Right. Gone. So it's just boom ta ta, feel these tree vibe, boom ta ta. So when literally there's like 7 seconds where it's just me going boom ta ta boom ta, and he blended it so good because there's space. I learned this from a guy in the music industry that when you put space in a song, DJs can mix it very good.
Because rhythm or cadence or space creates cadence and cadence creates rhythm. Think of how slow, like who are the 2 greatest rappers in history? Or who are the greatest rappers? Some of the
Dub Sizzling represent Skip Connect.
Okay. Who are some of the greatest like
Dub C, man, I'm not even no question. Dub C's the sickest rapper ever. My brother will attest to that, man. Most people just don't know who he is because he's too sick,
Okay.
He used to rap, he probably still does. He's in the West Side Connection with Ice Cube and Mac 10. Okay. Remember the song Bow Down?
Yes.
When you come to my town, bow down.
Okay.
When I'm westward bound, bow down. That's that song, what's the other one? Oh shit. Consider this an invitation to my gangsta nation. That's obviously Nate Dogg singing.
Yeah.
But yo, man, Dub C, man, he's literally the sickest rapper, man. Like, there's one song by Dub C, Ice Cube, and Mac 10 from... No, not Mac 10. MC Ren from NWA. Yeah. It's called... Oh, I have the CD. It's off the Ghetto Heisman album. Yeah. It's... Oh, my God. Just mind-blowing. Dub C's flow is too sick, but yeah, that's my...
Yeah, so my point was going to be, like, I would, like... But with the examples you used... They don't, and like I would say Tupac and Biggie, right?
Yo, that's right. That's the first thing that came into mind. I'm like, right? Tupac and Biggie, but
like think of their lyrics.
Dub C's
how slow, or like how much space is in between, right?
Yeah. That's honestly the main reason I stopped listening to Eminem, because there's no space. He raps way too fast now for
hard to mix. Hard for DJs to mix.
True.
Right?
So I gave him a lot of space because someone told me to do that.
Yeah.
And he mixed it brilliantly with a Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
I never heard a mix like that. Normally you hear a mix.
Which Michael Jackson song you mix it with?
Beat It, man!
Beat It, fucking I did.
Like, all I could hear out of the corner of my eye, in the corner of my eye, I could hear, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's mixing that.
I'm like, what the? But he did it, he
finessed it.
He finessed it hard. Like, normally, normally you're at a club, right? And there's the song, right? The last part of the song's there. They might have, I'm saying 4-bar section. There's a 4-bar section, there's the chorus. You might hear the background a little bit of another song. Then there's another 4-bar section where now this song's a bit more intense and this one is a bit less intense, and then they switch it over, right?
You can tell that there's 2 separate songs.
Yes.
But there shouldn't be. It should sound like one long ass song.
Yes. Yeah. They do it good at the clubs. What he did was, on the boom, he looped that part, and he sort of affected it up while he transitioned an affected part of, because the start of Beat It is just the, there's no boom, that kicks in after 4 bars. So that he had that affected up, and it sounded like a whole new song in the middle, and then all I heard was boom, 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 and then he cut out my vocals, and then Beat It kicked in, and I was just like, I was just mind blown because someone told me to do that. Put space in my song for the DJs, and that was the first time a DJ played my song like that, and I was there listening to it, and I was just like,
oh shit, it works.
Oh my god, it just, because I never heard no one do a transition like that in my whole life, and it ain't just because it was me. It was basically because my part was just me going boom, tap, boom. It was literally me just humming a couple words.
Just meshed it with Beat It. Man, because that Beat It intro. So good. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's fucking legendary.
Oh my God. Yo, what was the question? Sorry, we got way off track. You know, you asked me.
You answered it.
You asked me about how I got into music. It was Eminem.
Yeah.
How often I'm always rapping, or I'm always singing, or doing vocal warm-ups, or not always. Obviously, like, you know, if you're having a conversation, you know, you talk about other stuff with some people, you know. But I like to just be in the zone, always making music. Like, I didn't make no songs today because I'm losing 20 pounds in a week. Today is going to be like, today's the day where, obviously I did my vocal warm-ups, like while I was running the track, I'm sitting there rapping. While I'm running, I'm like, dun, riding, having fun, I'm gunning, I stop, and I flopping, I'm rocking, rolling. Oh, I'm literally rapping as I'm just running. I'm out of breath, but I have to practice when I go on tour, you know, or when I perform. My energy level's so high, so I can do it. So I'm always working. I don't take a day off. You can't be taking days off, you know what I mean? But I didn't record no songs today. I recorded 4 songs yesterday. The new album should be coming out like tomorrow or today, whenever DistroKid gives it to the servers. Nice. And then the next one, I recorded 4 songs for it. So I'm always making songs, and I really like making lots of music. And if I feel it, I feel like someone else might feel it, right? And if I even feel it once for 1 second, I'm gonna put it out, because if I felt it, I want. You know what I mean? I want, if you like my music, I want you to be able to feel this little bit that I just felt. You know what I mean? Because I had fun making it.
Right.
I had fun.
It's an energy. Yeah. It's
exactly.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh, like just.
Hey, oh. Keep it going. You guys too. Come on. Hey. Okay. Are you ready?
I drop it.
Hey, feeling super good. Ooh, loving life. Ooh, like I should.
Yeah.
Feeling so out of sight. Cut. I feel abundant with the love it up inside of me. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-dee, shoo-ba-doo-ba-dee. I'm loving life. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Didn't even rhyme, but it sounded like it.
It sounded good, man. I thought it rhymed the whole time.
The song with Reese, if you listen to it, the song with, you know, Reese, we were talking about Reese earlier. The song's called The Nice List, NOWG, Reese, World Peace. My verse, I literally rhyme 1 time.
Shit.
But if you listen to it, you'll never know unless you just heard this and you wouldn't listen to it, because I always just have fun with it, and I know that it's basically like a guitar, right?
Yeah.
So if I do this, that, I can do anything. See how it ended with the same note? I basically treat music like that I can just have fun. And if I come back to that same note a few times, it's like boom.
Do you ever record your own riffs on the guitar and then add that into songs? Yeah.
Fun stuff, man.
Yeah, fucking bet.
Bro, I do it with this electric guitar under here, man. I hook it up, man. I like putting some distortion on it. I made a song with Zach Pepin like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that first performance though. It was at the SRO.
Open mic, eh?
Open mic.
Fuck.
And they normally don't let you play music in the background, but I'm like, yo, please, can I just play this one song? It's called How to Be Happy. They're like, alright, buddy. Yeah. The song was literally called How to Be Happy. It was like 5 minutes long. This was like off my first mixtape. Like, it was the World Peace mixtape. Right. It came out in April or March in 2016.
Oh, back in the day.
There was like 18 songs on it. One of them was 9 minutes. One of them was 7 minutes. A couple were 5. Like, they were long. There was one 2.5 minute song, and most of them were long. Yeah. Most of them were real long. Like, so I went up and performed, and I just rapped all the words to the song, and I did a good job. You know, I spit every word, but I realized no one was paying any attention. No one. I literally just spit out gold, like not gold as in terms of my style, because it was very basic. It was this. Dun dun rhyme, dun 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 time, dun dun dun. It was very repetitive, and like you know what I mean. You know where you're gonna rhyme there, but I switched it up sometimes. It wasn't like it wasn't that like unoriginal. And I did make the beat myself. The beat wasn't the most banging beat.
Yeah.
But I realized nobody paid any attention, and I literally like made that song. Like I worked fairly hard on that song to come up with the song, you know, where I explain how to be happy. Like literally, if you listen to it now, still, and I just explain how to be happy and how to accept how you feel inside and how to be happy. And that's when I really started getting super energetic, because I realized, okay, I need to interact with the crowd, and I need to have a crazy performance if I want to get my message across.
Right, you need to be a performer.
So I started watching like Michael Jackson,
dude, great
Prince,
example. Great example.
James Brown.
Great example.
Chris Brown, you know what I mean?
Great. Dude, you look like Chris Brown.
Just crazy.
Has anyone told you that?
No, never. But
you look like Chris Brown.
But like, I started watching these. Dean Martin. I don't know if you guys even know who Dean Martin is. You know, people that, you gotta write Dean Martin down. Oh my God. Dean Martin, bro, is on another level. This man passed away, rest in peace, obviously. My grandma told me about Dean Martin. She's like, this is one of my favorites. She plays it, you know. There's a song called Volare. It goes, Volare, whoa, e cantare, whoa.
Yeah.
Nel blu, e divento di blu, devi destrarre su, volare, volare. Okay, you get the point. It's like, it's an Italian song, you know what I mean? But he did sing some English stuff in it, but I just like the Italian part because it's cool, right?
Yeah.
And I'd watch videos of him perform.
Yeah.
Next level. He would do this. I can't even do it. I've never gone this good, man. Never, not, still to this day, I don't know how. I tried, but he'd basically be like, Vo, hey man, you got a funny color shirt. Lare.
Really?
And he would get the whole crowd laughing, and then he'd finish the note, and I'm like, oh my God. He's on another level, but like, it was better jokes than that, you know what I mean?
Next level.
Next level, bro. And when I
keeps
singing the song, or like he'll like,
that's audience interaction.
oh my God, he would do it so good, and he would always be, apparently he would always pretend to be drunk, but he was just drinking like apple juice, and he'd always be pretending to be wasted on stage, acting a fool. These guys, he was in the Rat Pack with Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., they're always smoking cigarettes, just, you know, like the Rat Pack, they were just one joke after another, so he'd be doing that, but mid-song. Oh my God, so people like that, you know, really, really like inspired me, because they're so good, man. So like, you take little bits here, little bits there. So it's just, it's a package, right? So I really work at it, you know, but sometimes, you know, there's a time and place for everything, right? So some performances you have to be more calm, some performances is more energetic, you know? Mm-hmm. But I always try and interact with the crowd. That's why, if you come see me at my performances.
Where do you typically perform? Like the Grand SRO and stuff?
No,
like,
I've never done the Grand or the SRO, but I've performed in Sudbury at the Sudbury Arena a few times, Northern Lights Festival, Jazz Festival,
nice.
The Symphony Crawl. I performed at, I don't know, I just performed at those places. I performed with the Afro Madness Drum Troupe, so I performed with a live band. It's sick, bro.
Oh, that sounds epic.
Like, it is, man, it is. In Sudbury, I only do epic performances with a band, you know? But when I'm on tour, right, I performed across Canada. I went on tour last year, did I tell you that? I'm going on tour this year too, in April.
This year,
across the country, bro.
Canada?
Coast to coast, bro. So like, I perform, you know what I mean, on those shows, just myself with, you know, the DJ, playing the music. On those shows, I really have to go extra hard, because it's only me. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, you know what I mean? But even on like, say the Jazz Festival, there's a video on my Instagram, it's a minute clip, and I'm doing the Mother Earth song, right? There's like 10 man band behind me. So if you want, you could look at different person. You're like, okay, that guy's going. He's got. You know what I mean? These guys are grooving. They're all fairly old. Like there's some 40, 50-year-olds. You know what I mean?
And they're just
60-year-olds.
the
They're the one making the vibe, man. They're the one playing the music. Jeff Stewart, shout out Jeff Stewart, man. He's the man. He used to kick me out of class in elementary school, and then when I started rapping, he embraced me. He's like, "You want to come out drum with me?" I was like, "Sure, man." He said, "You can even rap on a song." I'm like, "Sick." So I'm rapping in Northern Lights. This was in 2016. I'm spitting at Northern Lights Festival. You know what I mean? Right when I start rapping, playing drums, and now it got to the point where like I just, you know what I mean? I gotta be on the mic. You know what I mean? There's no point in having me perform when I'm just playing. You know what I mean? I gotta be on the mic unless someone else is on the mic. I'm not trying to steal the show, but like if we're just drumming, it's like I need to be singing a song. I need to be interacting with the crowd. So it's super.
The best way you do that is vocal.
Yeah, man. It's 100%. Just you guys. Hey, how's it going? Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
You know you can't. Oh, I can't speak. This drum don't speak English, you know. So yeah, man, we're performing. Like we did the halftime show at the Sudbury 5 a couple weeks ago. That was sick. We performed at Cambridge for the Black History Month celebration. That was fun. Yeah, man.
Man, you know, it'd be a cool gig. And I partially want to talk to you about this off camera, but we'll mention it. I think you should have like a personal vlogger.
What? Oh, follow me around, bro. Shit's expensive, bro.
Dude, yeah.
I've already that's bringing
it, man.
Bro, I need someone to follow me around all the time, filming me.
Because we were talking about that. I need that for podcasts, like just little fucking clips of where. Because I think the first interactions I get with the guests are crucial because they're real.
Yeah.
I mean, this is real too, right?
Yeah.
But I have more like structured.
Yeah. We talked for an hour today before we came here.
Yeah, right. So with all that, it just would add to it. And I think when you do performances like those days, I think like Northern Lights Festival. Like vlog 1 or like vlog 3 or whatever, it's like taking you through. It's like your preparation.
And then there's the one of me performing, you know?
And it like pans out, like in the crowd performing, then it cuts when you're off stage,
I was in the crowd. I ran through the crowd in Northern Lights, man. In the crowd, I'm high-fiving people and stuff. No, Northern Lights was sick, man. That was a fun performance.
But yeah, I think that'd be sick, because like, it could work when I get my updated like camera, updated fucking mic, and then vlog's easier.
Oh, for me, I have the iPhone, bro. I'm good.
iPhone's your thing, eh?
Bro, I can vlog off an iPhone. Easy. Okay. I just don't have someone who's willing to follow me around. That's all, you know what I mean?
For concerts and performances, I would.
Oh, sure. On the Sudbury 5.
Not every single day.
At the Sudbury, no, I would do it every single day. That's what Gary Vee does, man.
Yeah.
He says he has someone following him every day, filming him. Yeah. So then while he's in the car, if he thinks of something quick, that's why I don't write. Because when I think of it, I write it down, and then I have to read it, record it. It's like there's too many steps when I could just immediately record it. So that's why if I had someone vlogging all the time, if I come up with any cool thing, I could sing it to them quick, and then I would need someone else to cut and edit it, and then send, you know what I mean? I'd be like, hey, edit that, send me that 10 seconds there, and I'll say it right after. So they'll have the instructions right in the video right after. Yeah. Then they do that, right? That's what I really need, but it's expensive.
Once I upgrade, because I'd be upgrading for me.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to upgrade for like ever, right?
True.
And then I'd be like, hey dude, let's do this project. Let's start it out once a week or once every fucking whenever. See how it goes, you know, like on a fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, vlog it around.
True.
And then the amount of fucking content you get for everything.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be incredible, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's so much potential I see in terms of what your drive is. Like you want to be on the mic. We were talking about before. Fucking get good at the guitar. While you're playing guitar, like learn another language. Imagine being able to flow back and forth. Like you watch Rhythm and Flow. You remember when D-Smoke fucking he goes in Spanish and he goes to fucking English, dude?
I don't remember. I seen that a long time ago.
Dude. But man, anyways, buddy who won, like, you know, back and forth from English, Spanish, French, whatever it is. It's fucking sick.
I have one song where I had maybe 2 or 3 where I spit in French a little bit. Because I know enough in French that like when I was in Quebec last year on tour, I could speak, you know, I got a girl's number, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
with her mom there. Her mom was there and I went up like, bonjour, comment ça va? And I went up to her mom like, I complimented her mom. I basically went up and hit on her mom hard. So her mom was like, oh, she's all happy, but like,
she's all flattered.
I learned Pace nel mondo, that's peace around the world in Italian.
Shit.
Obviously, Paix dans le monde is peace in the world in French. Katahimi Kang Nang Buang Mundo is, I really don't know the exact translation, but it's Filipino for like world peace.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, Weltfrieden is German. It's slightly different in like Holland and a few, you know, I mean, places around there it's similar because they have similar languages.
Eastern Europe, Central Europe.
What else? Yeah, I literally had a list.
Similar dialect, different language.
Yeah, I had a list of like 30. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember.
Like phrases in different languages?
A world peace. It was on my old phone, but I lost it one day. Yeah, but there's a few, but I feel like I knew Finnish for a bit. All I know is the one sentence though, but I gotta really think about them, but this ain't the time, you know what I mean? Yeah. You just sparked the idea that I need to work on, in my own time,
Okay, man, but like, cause guitar is a lot of fun. Like, cause now that, and I was thinking about
wait, hold up. Yeah. Diceva quella donna tutta si vince, che con la pazienza... No, diceva quella donna tutta grinse, che con la pazienza tutto si vince.
Alright, what does that mean?
My grandmother told me that if you have patience, you win. And the crazy thing was my grandmother taught me that, it's Italian, And also, aia alla tiro un calcio e ti butto là. It's basically like, she couldn't even translate directly. It's basically like, I'm gonna kick your butt over there or something like that. It's, that's Italian though. And German, I know, ich liebe dich, it's I love you. I say that to my grandma, whenever I leave. I'm like, ich liebe dich. But what were you gonna say? Sorry, I cut you off. I just had to spit that out.
No, you had to spit it out. It's okay, I remembered it. Basically, there's this thing with creativity is when you're...
Coffee grind. I don't know how it got up here. I guess it's stuck to the bottom.
Yo, so when you're a creator and you're putting something out there, you're not just a consumer, right? Because you could be consuming music, like you said, right? You barely listen to music anymore, but you write a lot more than you listen to, right? The ratio is bigger. Whereas like similar, I'll like do more podcasts than I do listen to them, right?
Yeah.
You create, and your ideas are always flowing. Fuck, how can I make this better? Easy, better mic for this. Or how can I make this better? Oh, have somebody vlog me when I do this. Oh, let me say, let's do that. Yeah. And I think with those ideas and they spark, man, it's a blast.
Oh, I know.
You're creating.
I made some crazy songs, man, here. Like, oh my god, I want to play this song. I'm gonna play this song.
Do it.
This song is crazy, man.
I think you should, man.
It's only 42 seconds long, man. Like, I sent it to somebody, they're like, oh, sick song. Can't wait to hear the whole thing. And it's like, bro, there's no more. It's done. I'm gonna put it out in a couple days, man. It's called Spaceship.
Yeah.
You can't hear it because you can't hear it. Can they hear me?
You could, yeah.
Can they hear me over here too?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Ooh, legs cramping up. Did too many squats today. It's called Spaceship. If you listen to it in headphones, you'll hear that it goes.
It's definitely picking it up.
We're going to get rid of this. My flow is contagious. On the east of space. Positivity rages. Raise a flame. Space.
That's the song. Booyah! This one, bro, is crazy beat. It's funny. You'll laugh at this one. It's called Outrageous.
Outrageous funkadelic. This is that happy uplifting song. No ballad. It's so wavy like a cowlick. Your smile is shining like it's metallic. I came here to frolic. Ooh, I'm a livaholic. Hey, I feel like I'm on the summit of Mount Everest, and I wanna go climb it. No, this positive race, I feel like I won it. Ooh, spreading the positivity is so fun. It's so fun. It's wow. The love is abundant. Whoa, girl, you look good.
That's sundress.
Whoa, a beat like this, you got finesse. Outrageous funkadelic.
Ooh!
This is that happy uplifting song.
I got a question.
It's this one.
I'm happy. I am positive. I am happy. I am positive. I
am happy. I am positive.
I am happy. I am positive. Woo! I'm happy.
Listen to this one.
I'm positive. I'm happy. Ooh, hey, 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 hey. What does a horse eat? Hey, hey. What does a horse say? Nay, nay. You can laugh at me. It's like I'm Sinead. Woo! You know the song is going crooked. Everybody, come on, pop out like it's payday. Everybody, let's chill like it's a vacay. Woo! It's like a plane crashed. We're stuck on an island, but no mayday. It's a party. Hey, I'm happy. I'm positive. I'm happy. I'm positive. I'm happy. and positive. I'm happy.
Wait, I got an idea. I got an idea.
Woo! Bam, that's it.
That's fucking sick.
Those are just 3 songs. See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's 3 songs, but it was less than 3 minutes. You know what I mean? That's why I make them short. So then, if you want to listen to a few different songs, you know what I mean? You can easily listen to a few, you know. And if you want to re-listen to them, you can re-listen to them. Like, what were you gonna say though?
Yo, so I want to borrow a song. Oh, not borrow a song. Like jam one at the beginning. I just don't want to get jammed for copyright. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, yo, like at the beginning of every podcast from now on, I fucking just jam.
I'll make you a song and I won't even put it. Or should I put it? You know what I should do?
Dude, don't put it out, or put it out, because in every episode I'm just like, yo, this is my boy Cayenne, you know, check his shit out.
I'm just wondering about the copyrights. How does that work?
Well, you're giving me permission.
Yeah, no, but I mean like
I can't
online.
just use Chris Brown's shit, you know?
No, you can, but online catches it. Online, the internet flags. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if the internet would flag the song.
How about this? Do it, I'll look into it. I'll take care of that.
What kind of song you want?
Fuck, like uplifting, like slow, like high, like... Okay, yeah, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Let's make it quick.
Fuck.
And then I delete a couple things. So I'm going to delete the kicks from the start. So it'll start like this. There you go. There's the beat, you know?
Fuck. That was dope, man. You fucking flow, you're all into it, shit.
That's
a fucking blast, though.
Oh, that's how I do it, man. I'm having so much fun making music, you know?
Creating's just a blast, though. Right? Like, you're providing something, you're giving something back.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like how when I did the ad-lib at the start, I put, you know, clear the mind. You know, I like... Yeah. If you listen to my music, I always say clear the mind, man.
You refer back to the...
I refer back to the main premise of my music is to help people, you know? Like, obviously the music's one thing, it's light, you know, it's fun, right? Mm-hmm. But I want, you know what I mean? I want people to be able to change their life. So, you know, if they hear something in my song, if you actually implement clearing your mind and practicing it, your life will change drastically, guaranteed. You know, just meditation, focus and control your own mind. Because, bro, if you don't control your mind, you know, you can't control my mind unless you're brain mind controlling.
Yeah, which is not possible.
You know what I mean? But like, so you can control your own mind. You can't like you can't stop other people's minds from coming in and hitting you with some patterns. But like, you can like work on your own mind and control it, calm the mind, you know, put your own patterns. Like, one good idea that I started doing, count 3 new things every day that you're grateful for.
Ooh.
Every day, new ones. So, first day, food, water, shelter.
Great, next day can't use that.
Coffee, water, roof. I guess roof is different from shelter, but I'll use it anyways, you know. Heat, electricity, you know what I mean? Yeah. Guitar, nail clippers, sweater, lights.
Right, family, friends,
dog. You know, after a while, you're gonna have to start coming up with new things, and you're gonna have to really think in the morning. Do this first thing in the morning. But yo, what's good, man? What's good, man? I hope you guys are having fun out there, man. We're sponsored by what?
Ink Apparel, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ink Apparel, World Peace, the whole 9 yards. Everybody's dropping shit down. We're trying to make this community.
The whole 100-yard, man. Yeah. Football field. Hail Mary. Touchdown. Tab on him.
You must have had some incredible experiences on the road. What are some like stories or memories that stick out to you from traveling?
First thing that came up, literally, I seen some guys doing crack. Literally, first thing popped in my head. I just had to share and be honest with you guys.
Fuck yeah.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. There's a lot of good. It was a good. I'm not equating that to a negative.
Right.
Because I don't do crack, you know, I just literally waited in the car, you know, and chilled, took a nap, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, it's just something that happens, you know what I mean? But, like, it was a lot of fun, you know, being on tour, like, you know, going to different cities every day.
What's your favorite, like, what's a city that you had a really fun time at?
Charlottetown, PEI, it's so chill, like, reminds me of Manitoulin Island.
What is that?
Well, it's an island.
Right.
It's the only we were on. Is it Vancouver Island or Victoria Island? You know what?
Vancouver Island.
We were on there for like literally a few hours, so it wasn't like we didn't fully get the chance to like be on island time. You know what I mean? But in PEI, we were there for I think 3 or 4 days. So we had one show in 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? I think it was like the Thursday show, and we didn't have a show from. We didn't have a show on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I think, and then Thursday came. So we had a few days just to chill on this island. And where we were staying, there was like a hot tub. It was cool, man. But yeah, no, it was sick, man. Some of the sweet memories were.
Like you meet a lot of cool people.
Oh, obviously, man, the cool people. Like I remember in Brandon at the 40 Club, it was super fun. Met a lot of cool people. Had so much fun. The stage was like a big stage. It was up, so like I could jump off it, jump stuff. It was like I'm wilding out, and it was fun, man. Also, my favorite performance was one in Vancouver. It's the one that's on the Weird Side Entertainment Facebook page. It's me in a suit. I performed for like 5 minutes. It was on someone else's show, like Prada West. Shout out to Prada West. He's a sick rapper. He's from the West Coast. He went on a tour at the same time I was on tour, and he had a show, and our tours linked up. So I did a set on his show with Mr. Jones. So I only did 5 minutes, and Mr. Jones did the rest. My 5 minutes, man, I went so crazy because this is what happened, man. This is the sickest thing I've ever done. Not ever,
but top 10 for sure.
It was just cool experience. We performed Friday, right?
Right.
You know, I performed 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you know, whatever it is, you know, wild out, you know, did my thing, right? Interact with the crowd, you know, try and get everyone involved, you know, make everyone feel like this is them, you know, they're part of the experience, you know?
It's a party.
Then we sleep. We didn't go to bed till the sun came up, you know what I mean? Because where we were staying, the girls, you know, they like to party, so we stayed up a bit. I tried to sleep, you know, I like my sleep. I need to sleep, right? We got up at 9 the next morning after going to bed at maybe 5. Had to drive to catch the ferry to go to Vancouver Island. We had to be there and perform at... We had to be there and perform by 2. So we performed at 2, and this crowd is not a bar scene. This is like a fundraiser event for the Baxwar tribe or whatever they are. There's a group of positive energy.
Vibe,
But there was kids there and stuff, so it was super cool, right? So I'm now performing for some kids, you know. I'm really trying to get the kids involved.
It's more playful, it's more fun.
Yeah. So, and what I did there was I performed different stuff because the DJ didn't have my beats. So I asked the DJ, hey man, you got any beats on your computer? I don't care what beat. Give me one beat and I'll do my 15-minute set off one 4-minute beat. You know? That's how I did it. I was like, bam, it ain't no thing, man. We'll get it happening. You know what I mean? I know how to do it, bro. I practice with no beat outside in the winter, bro. Just clapping my hands. I just need to get the crowd to clap their hands, you know? So I did that, you know? And then the show ended, right? We had to catch the ferry for 5. We were 10 minutes late and we missed the ferry, so we're waiting in the parking lot for 2 hours for the next ferry because we had to catch the ferry to get back to Vancouver to perform another show that night. So it ended up working out. We got there and that was the video you recorded. So I was primed, you know, I just did 2 shows to 2 different audiences, and now I come in here and I'm like,
you're ready to go.
And at this point, I'm like, I'm going to write down what I'm going to do. Before I was just freestyling. I was like, I'm going to actually plan out a performance and interject different things I'm going to do to captivate the crowd and get them involved. So I had like 10 points, you know. I basically scribbled on a piece of paper 10 points, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing all these, you know what I mean? Did the show, and it was just a sweet experience. You should check it out. You know, it's on the Weird Side Entertainment Facebook page.
Where it's at.
It's cool. Weird Side Entertainment, they do Mad Child's tours. They did the Dax tour. I'm pretty sure they did Dax, or maybe that was Robbie G that did Dax, but there's a lot of cool acts that work with Where It's At Entertainment.
On my last podcast I did with my buddy, it was just like a joke, stupid thing. We just did fuck around, right? But this was more serious, obviously, like significantly more serious. But anyways, we had Robbie G on. Like we were just
on your podcast?
Yeah, like on the last one.
You pulled up?
I wish he would come on this one.
You pulled up?
Fuck, I haven't asked him about this one. But
you know Robbie G?
No, sort of. No.
The man goes hard, man.
So yeah, he's good, man. He opened for Snoop.
Yeah, man. No, I'm saying he goes hard. Like he's smart. He works hard. You know?
Dude, he does. Yeah. He was on. Because my buddy Davin and I, we basically went to the Crusoe Club to try to get an interview with, to try to talk to Tech 9. Right. That was the whole point. We were like, we can do it, but we'll see. Right. So we had this whole plan and everything. We like came meeting you close to him, but he was like surrounded by security, right? Like they were in a group, him and Chris Calico or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
Chris Calico's sick.
Yeah, they're both fucking epic.
I'd rather listen to Chris Calico than Tech 9 because he's just, his voice is so soulful. Like I like listening to singing because then I can sing along and I get inspired. Rapping, it doesn't like, you know what I mean? I don't really get too.
It doesn't touch your soul.
I don't get too horny when no, it touches my soul. I just don't get too horny about it because like I know when you're rapping super fast on stage, no one can hear what you're saying.
Right. And he fucking goes, man.
So like, think about it. If you never heard his songs and you're watching him, you have no clue what the man's saying. You know, you might hear, oh, I think he said that, but
he probably said worldwide choppers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like that's why that's the main reason, because my grandma would always tell me, sing, like say it slower, be more clear.
Space, rhythm.
Yeah, so I was like, that's true, and I realized that when you listen to people like Tech Nine, it's real hard to figure out what they're saying. Like obviously he's doing songs that you know. You come there to hear his songs, so it's like it's different, yeah,
for sure. That's man, yeah, it was funny. So we ended up just talking to Rob, but that's what he mentioned. He's like, hard work, man. Like there's no, and I think from every person I've talked to, no matter what they do, no matter whether they're like a law student, a business, like major running businesses, fighters, like everybody I talk to, not just on the podcast, right, but in life in general, everyone says hard work.
Bro, no stop.
That's
I literally go hard every day, man. If you check on my SoundCloud, or not SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, you know, YouTube, not YouTube, but I post a lot of stuff on YouTube on my mixtapes before, but on Spotify, the first song I dropped, I signed up for DistroKid.
Yep.
It's a service where you submit your music, or I'm pretty sure they have you can submit a podcast to it.
Yeah, there's something I use for podcasts. They're pretty fucking quick for it. So
there you go. It's a service that puts your music onto Apple Music, Spotify. So I bought it. There was a deal. It was 40% off.
Is it like a subscription, or is it like
you pay for a year? You pay for a year. Yeah. I just had to repay it. I think it was $45 for the year, and I can upload as unlimited songs, right? So I bought the program, and I immediately think to myself, I gotta post a song. I'm paying for it. I need to post a song. So I made a song called "I Go Hard, I Go Hard." It's a crazy fun song, and I made that one, and then like maybe 3 weeks later, I dropped the original Positivity with my little dog Hazel on the front cover. Nice. And then like literally like 3 weeks after that, I just miraculously went on tour. Out of thin air, I'm on tour now. and I record so many songs that I had enough songs to drop another album while I was on tour. Because I always release an album or a mixtape Christmas, Easter.
What is that your
Jesus' birthday? Day Jesus died, man. I swear to God, man. When I first started going, like, you know, when I first went to church, the guy at church, you know, he's saying all this stuff, and I'm like, yo, man, Jesus is in every single one of us, whether you believe in him or not. Because you're me and I'm you, and we're this table and we're all one.
We're all one.
So even if it's just the idea, even if it's just the 10 letters of Jesus Christ, we're connected with Jesus Christ. Right. So immediately when I went to church, I'm like, this all makes sense. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ is in all of us. He forgives us because the past is the past. Right here in the present moment with a clear mind, you know, we're one with everything. And I realized that my name, Kyan, is a bit hard to spell, right?
Right.
So I went by Jesus Christ on YouTube because everyone knows the name. It's the most common name, and it's the peace, man.
Right.
And my Instagram, I had to make World Peace Jesus because there was someone already took World Peace.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what I mean? Someone already took World Peace on Instagram, so I had to throw Jesus in, and then I just got World Peace Jesus on every other one. But
that's dope.
It's crazy, man, how... Wait, what was that? Why did I start saying this again? I honestly forget.
Inspiration for your first track. Why your name World Peace? Like with because Jesus is in every single one of us.
You know, I was perfect. So I put I Go Hard, and that's why I release on his birthday and Christmas. Yes. Just because I put Jesus in my name and Jesus is in me, and like I'll tell you,
Easter,
the one thing that it's sort of like it pops up in my head all the time whenever I go to church and they talk about the resurrection of Jesus. Jesus is back. He's inside of you. He's inside of you. He's inside of me because he's connected with all of us, just like this book is connected with all of us. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the church system, you know, the Jesus Christ thing, Jesus did not want us to worship his name. He doesn't care if you know his name. He just wants us to be good people. Yeah. He just wants us to embody the peaceful nature of Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I look. It's simple to me. Like all this other stuff, all this hoopla and stuff. It's like it's simple to me. He just wants us to embody the peaceful nature and be good people on this earth. And if we happen to mess up, he forgives us. It's like it's that simple, and it's basically you have to forgive yourself because Jesus is in you, and it has nothing to do with the word Jesus. It could be any word. It could be Frank. It's basically just, you know, live your best life, you know?
It represents.
Live your, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, live your best life, be a positive, good person in this world, benefit the world, you know?
Yeah.
And if you mess up, you know, forgive yourself, you know? It ain't no thing, just learn from it.
Learn, that's the
Just
key
keep,
though.
you know what
That's
I
the
mean?
key.
So like,
Yeah.
I go to church for the music, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I go to church for
soulful.
the music, you
It's
know?
soulful music. That's dope though. That's pretty cool.
That's why I dropped, my first mixtape came out in 2016.
Yeah.
I dropped 3, 1, 2, and 3 all in April. Or April and May. All 1, 2, 3 back to back to back. And then at the end of the year, I dropped one on Christmas. Because one of those was on Easter, and then I dropped one on Christmas. And the next year, I dropped one on Easter, Christmas, Easter, Christmas, Easter. I did that until, I still do it. I dropped one on Easter when I was on tour. And then in July, I got off tour, right? I came back to Sudbury. I hit the Northern Lights Festival. I'm pumped. I'm amped up. I got a couple of gigs doing like different acting in movies. So I went to North Bay a few times. I'm doing some stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm making another album. You know what I mean? As I've been on tour, I've been hearing so much music at the clubs and stuff. I'm like, I want to make some music right now. So I made an album then. And then I was planning on going to Europe, but the logistics weren't
in place.
They weren't in place, and it wasn't as organized as I wanted to be. Like, I'm not trying to go, you know what I mean, to Europe when it ain't organized. It's got to be organized real good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to you know mess around. It's got to be organized if I'm willing to go do that. It's got to be organized. You know what I mean? So that didn't happen, and then I just kept making music, man. That when I really was like, when I decided, okay, I'm not going to Europe, you know what I mean, right now. I then dropped, what else did I drop? I was like, this was in November, and I started making music, and I have to drop the album on Christmas, right? So when December comes, I posted on Facebook, I'm like, who wants to hit a 10-hour studio session? That's it. I basically said, yo, you ain't coming to record unless you're hitting 10 hours. Yeah. Obviously, it's a bit extreme, right? 10-hour studio session. Yeah. But when people would hit me up and I'm like, yo, you down to do a 10-hour session? Like, oh man. I'm like, bro, if you want to be a musician, bro, you got to put in a full day's work. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to put a half day's work and expect to get you know, like, what do you expect, man? So I'm like, you got to hit a full shift. You got to give me a shift, you know? If you want to make some music, if you want to come to my studio, you got to put in a shift, you know? One shift, you know? Go to work one day at your claim to be a rapper, you know? Hit one full day of work, you know? Yeah. That's basically that's what I'm saying. So a few people pulled up, you know, Zach Pepin, my buddy Noah, Reese's brother, Keisha McNeil pulled up. Who else pulled up? Not many people, bro. Right. Not many people. One guy wanted to do it, but he bailed. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to push you because I'll be here. I was here every day, bro. Every day because I had to make the album, bro. Yeah. And what we did at the time was literally what I just did there. Yeah. Make one song. Noah is the best, man. Noah Burke LG is the best, man. He'll just bang out song after song. We literally just boom, boom, next, bro. We make 15 songs, bro. 15 songs, bro. Like, in an afternoon, bro, we'll bang them all out, you know, and maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, and then we'll listen to them. Like, they were never full 10-hour sessions with anybody, you know, they'd be 8 hours, like a full job, or like maybe 7, right? But man, it was sick, man. So when the albums came out, I dropped one. It was hilarious, actually, because my one buddy hit me up on Snapchat and he said, yo, could you drop the album a day early? I want to show my family on Christmas Eve. I was like, sure, man. And then I was posting a Facebook status, dropping the album, December 24th. And I'm like, wait a minute. Actually, I'm dropping 2 albums. This is the thought. As I'm typing it, I'm like, actually, I'm dropping 2 albums. Yeah. One on Christmas Eve, one on Christmas Day. And when I posted, I'm like, okay, now I gotta make another album. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Yeah. Search up the song Luscious. That's a crazy song. And then the New Year came, and I think the New Year's Day or 2 days after or whatever, I'm like, I'm dropping 20 albums this year. What did you just say, Kyan? 20 albums, bro. Because I seen Gucci Mane, man, back in the day. Some of my biggest inspirations for music, man, are Gucci and Lil Wayne. Because when I was like, you know, grade 8, grade 9, you know, they were dropping mixtapes
all the time.
Bro, in 2013, Gucci Mane dropped 14 mixtapes. 14! When I seen that, I'm like, bro, I'm dropping 20 mixtapes for 2020, bud. 20 albums, I mean, bro, dropping 20 of them, bro. And the thing is that I'm pumped about myself, man, and not even myself, I'm pumped that the universe has it so that this avatar of mine has the ability to make the beats and then rap on it. So I'm doing it all, you know what I mean? I'm having so much fun.
You're producing, you're recording, you're the artist.
Yeah, man. So I dropped the first album the day my dad died on January 31st. It just happened to be the same day.
Yeah.
And then the next one came out 2 weeks later on Valentine's Day.
Have you done it? You should do an album, or are you in the works for doing one almost like a documentary of your dad's life, or like a memoir. You know what I mean? Like you're writing a biography or a bibliography of his life through music.
I don't think I'll do
Does that
it.
make sense?
It does. I don't think I'll do it because like I feel like it's too deep. I really don't. I made one song on on the album that came out on Christmas. I called it Father, and I made it the night before he died, and it was just like a little freestyle of me just saying like I don't know what to say, but I love you. You know, you were always there for me. You know, you're a super father. You know, I appreciate you. And then at the end of the song, my phone rings and I pick it up, you know, and stop the recording. And it's my dad's good buddy. He's at the hospital and he's basically saying, "Hey, you should come to the hospital." You know what I mean? I'll stay out with Oma, my grandma, because I'm staying with my grandma. So I'm like, yeah, man, okay, cool, thanks, right? So my dad's been in the hospital for a week. Like, he's literally slipping, right? Yeah. He's slipping. So we pulled up at the hospital, you know. My dad's there. He's like, he can barely breathe. It's like, I don't like watching, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather not be watching, but like, it's my dad, you know, I'm there. And we say, you know, bye, Papa, you know what I mean? But I didn't say bye because, like, my dad's still here with me. I didn't say bye, you know what I mean?
It's not goodbye, it's see you later.
Not even, it's I see you right now, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm connected with you, I'm connected with Jesus, I'm connected with this book, this table, everything.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't feel a loss. I just feel like sometimes I just catch myself quickly. The mind pops up with thoughts about my dad, and I just feel like a wave of heavy emotion or a slow emotion, and I'm just like, whoa, that actually just happened, you know? But that's the extent of it. Like, obviously, I'd rather have my dad, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
But it's just something that happens. You know, my dad's still connected with me, you know? But I made the song, and the trippy thing is, I recorded it on his computer.
That's crazy, man.
For the first time ever, I recorded on his computer.
That's
and I didn't know, but I recorded it with the computer mic, not my actual mic. Oh, so when I listened to it after, it was like, you could tell it ain't recorded properly.
Yeah.
It's not as choppy, there's static in the background because the mic was like that far away. And it's a computer mic, not a mic like this.
Yeah.
And I might have recorded on both, I'm not sure, but I ended up putting it out anyways because it's literally like the song I made the day before I made it at probably 7 or 8 o'clock, probably 9 o'clock at night, and it ended with a phone call of my dad's best friend saying, "Yo, you should come to the hospital," because my mom's a nurse. I guess she was like, "Hey, he might pass away right now," you know. So I went in there, and the next morning he passed at like 5 a.m. or something like that. So I had to put the song in the album just because, like, even though the quality was bad,
that's perfect though.
Yeah, man, but I just feel, and the song, it ain't heavy. It's a light song. It's basically me just saying, I don't know what to say, but I love you. You know?
Makes it not forceful. Like, I find songs that are too in depth, you're almost forcing that level of depth into you.
And I wouldn't want to make. I like the idea, but I just don't feel it like doing it.
That's fine.
Because like it would be heavy.
You know?
It'd be super heavy, and I don't really want it to be I like making my music light. Like that's why I really like the Migos. Yeah. You know the Migos, man. Yeah. Bro, the music's so light. It's just like
it's fun.
I really don't care what they're saying, man. I don't care about their Percocets and shit. You know what I mean? I just like the beat. You know, if Zaytoven cooked that beat up, you know, and they're rapping on it, they're like, ooh. You know, they got the skirt. It's like, it's just light, fun music, you know? Yeah, so I really gravitate towards creating light, fun music because of Gucci Mane and Lil Wayne, because they would drop so much music back in the day. And those guys are sick, man. Like, those guys are sick. They're actually sick rappers because they make, think about it, if you made 300 songs, you'd be pretty good at making a song. You'd be pretty good at being creative, coming out some stuff. Yeah, man. You make 10,000 songs, bro. Holy. Imagine
one of them's bound to be good.
Apparently, Michael Jackson for Thriller, Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, their team. Oh, what did they say? I think they made 300 songs and only picked 11 for the album. And you know they made 300 good songs, you know?
It's Quincy Jones and MJ.
Quincy Jones and MJ, you know what I mean?
Like,
so that's what I'm saying. Like, I hear stuff like that. It's like, oh, but for me, I feel like they should have released most of those songs because
they could do it now, man.
Yeah, they could.
Oh, fuck. That'd be a cash grab if you did it now, though.
No, it would be good because think about it. I would listen to them. You would too.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I put them out because like I make that song right there. I make lots of songs like that. Some of them I just don't feel and I just delete them immediately, or I know I'm not putting it out because it's like I didn't feel it. I felt it, but I didn't like nothing like grabbed me like that one. What grabbed me the most was how it ended, and then you were in the background. I was like, perfect.
Yeah, I was super hyped on it. I was like, fuck, this is hype. Nice fucking nails, man.
So like, whenever I catch a feeling, like I'm like, oh, that part's sick. So like,
it's a vibe.
See, this part here is super sick, but at this point, I kind of slur a word. I'm still gonna put it out. I'm just gonna affect up the slur, so when you don't really notice I slurred, or I'll cut it out there. So then the sick part gets put it out because one very selfish thing, I want to be able to easily hear it again. Yeah. So I can just go on Spotify and search up my songs, and I can listen to the cool stuff because I know it was cool. Because I'm listening to it in the headphones as I'm recording it, so I catch it. Okay, that was cool. Ooh, ooh, that was cool. Hey, that was cool. Yeah, oh my god, that was so cool. So that's why I put out so much music because I just like making it. You know what I mean? And if I've enjoyed it. And then when I listen to it, I enjoy it. Someone else might enjoy it. You know, you don't have to listen to my music. You know, you don't gotta listen to it. You should. I drop a lot of music. You know, it's pretty funky. I make all the beats, man. Like, bro, oh my god, man, I dropped holy lot of albums, bro. Yeah. Last year I dropped 5 albums plus the Afro Madness album.
Okay.
That's 6 albums I was on last year.
Oh, dude, nice.
This year I've already dropped 2. I'm about to drop another one any day now, and I'm in the works of the next one. Right now, like you just heard 3 of the songs. Those ones won't come out for at least a week. Yeah. I have to finish the album. I only have 4 songs on it. But yeah, man.
Nice.
I just love it, man. Love making music, man.
Not bad, fuck. Well, it shows, man. Let's go. Do you have any like closing statements you want to make? Closing plugs, messages, points you want to drive home before we end this one? I'm sure we'll reconnect, do another podcast in the future. Suck. Let me know.
Wow. It's a cool hat, man. What's the brand again?
It's good old Ink Apparel.
Booyah!
Shout out to my buddy Wesley.
West, y'all. But yeah, closing statements, I'm going to have to say, watch the mind. Watch the thinker. Be aware of your mind. Clear the mind, you know? Focus on it, you know, work hard. Like, you have to work at it, you know what I mean? You're not just gonna like become happy. You actually will become happy right now once you know what I mean? Happiness can only happen right now, but it takes work to maintain the level of clarity that you want to have. If you know what I mean. Yeah. If you follow me. Do you follow me?
Yeah. That makes
so like sense. At this moment right now, you can clear the mind. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
By you thinking by you thinking I can't do it is just mental fog. It could be anything you're thinking. It's just words. You can clear the mind right now by, you know, meditating. Go on YouTube, search meditation. You know, there's 20-minute videos.
So much.
They're good, man. They're good. I never really watch them, but like they're good. You know what I mean? You can clear the mind right now. You can embrace how you feel right now. You can embrace those emotions. You can accept this is it right now. I'm here right now. You can clear the mind and just be here right now, be content, and feel the bliss inside of you that flows through you all the time. Always, you know? Always. Yeah. Like I'm alive. Oh my God.
Yeah. You only get one shot at this.
You can feel that right now. You can start reprogramming your mind right now by putting in positive thoughts, by developing new positive patterns. You can do that right now. That's a process, though. That takes a lot of work. Watching your mind, that's like, you can start that right now, but that's a life process. You will never stop. But it takes about, 30 days to get a new pattern and develop a new habit. So if you start watching your mind today and focus on it every single day, you will develop that habit and you'll be thinking, and you'll see it, okay. Or you're driving down the road and someone cuts you off, you can catch the mind going, oh, that mother, boop, 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 boop. And you just go, whoa, that's pretty funny. My mind just popped up. Randomly, oh my God, I can clear the mind now. But yeah, man, those are the closing remarks I gotta say, you know? The world peace, you know, it starts within you, you know? You gotta be at peace with yourself, you know? You gotta be at peace with yourself. You gotta accept how you are. You gotta accept your body. You gotta accept the mind. You gotta accept the world. Don't take it personally. Just, you know, live in the present moment. You know, love yourself.
That's it, man.
It starts with you, you know. If you don't love yourself, I don't expect you to love me if you can't love yourself. But you can love yourself. That's another thing. You just start loving yourself right now. So what I do is I would get a notebook or a piece of paper and I would write some positive affirmations down. I would write a few things that you want to do every single day, like drink 2 glasses of water, do 20 squats,
Right.
play guitar,
little things.
you know what I mean? Give someone a hug. Say I am happy in your head
Right.
10
Law
times.
of attraction.
Yes, exactly. Have a list of positive things you want to do every day, or positive sayings, or read a book like this. Read a book. Read this book. Maybe you find something in here that you really like. Write it down, and every day come to that page, and be like, "Hey, I did these things. I read this section that I'm gonna reprogram in my mind." So I would start with, writing a list, counting 3 new blessings every day. That'll just start. That's a habit you can start. Getting your mind thinking positive. Like you're gonna have to what am I grateful for today? I've already listed every single thing in my whole room, which in reality that's just
Scratching the surface.
It's just scratching the surface. It's really just all I'm just grateful for everything and everything and everything.
Nice, man.
And I'm grateful to be able to clear the mind. That's a powerful thing.
And dude, just by what I've observed with you and then chatting with you and really getting to know you, I believe on a really good level here on my show. I think a lot of people need that. They need that inspiration. They need that positivity. And I think you're a perfect role model for that. And man, keep doing your thing, brother.
Thanks.
Fucking A, I love it. I love it. It's hitting home and we appreciate it.
Let me bust a tune.
Yeah, sing us out, dude. Sing us out. Sing us
Where'd
out.
that pick go? I lost it.
Oh, fuck. Alright, dude, play us out. Play us out.
Hey! Are you ready?
You got like a minute. Play us out.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Sing a spit.
Are you ready?
I don't think they're ready, man.
Okay, let's go. Come on, let's get on. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Oh, we got a mic too. Let me move the mic a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. We can hear you anywhere.
Hey, yeah.
We're out here. It's about to play us out. Killed the show.
I appreciate
Alright, here we go.
you. Yeah. Let me say it. I appreciate you. Let me. I appreciate you. Yeah. Whoa. Yes, I do. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the work you do. I gotta say thank you. You're appreciated too. When I say world, I need you to say peace. World.
Peace.
World.
Peace.
World.
Peace.
Okay, repeat after me. I am important.
I am important.
I am important.
I am important.
I can do anything.
I can do anything.
I can do anything.
I can do anything.
World.
Peace. Fuck, dude. Let's go.